You want me to tell you who a real minister is? Person that does it. Tim and Criner's my pastor. He's a dear friend of mine. I'd have told him today just to stay up there, but I knew I was wasting my time. He was coming because the Lord had put it on his heart to come. He wasn't going to miss God. He's going to obey the Spirit of the Lord. So he's going to drive for 12 hours through snow to get to come to a meeting. Oh, Brother Keith, you don't realize I got to drive 5 miles. I was 60 years old before I had a church that was within 40 miles of me where I lived. And I have drove up to 81 miles one way to church, and I was there more than the pastors were. When God tells you to do something, you do. When He says stay, you stay. He says go, go. But I'm going to get back to going. You see, that's a hard thing. Well, Brother Keith, you know, there's so many people lost. There's so many people that need help, and I think I just need to stay here. You want me to tell you something? When God tells you to go, it's over with. The only person that's going to get harmed from that point on is you. I've left ministries because they've kicked me out. I've left ministries in their heyday. I left this ministry in its heyday because the Lord told me to go. He said, when I bring you back, this is what the Lord told me in 1990, in July, I'm sending in this sanctuary. He said, I've told you to leave, do not come back until I tell you to come back. When you come back, you will run everyone off and you will be over the entire ministry. That's what the Lord said. You don't have to believe that. Melissa was 4 years old? Stand up, Melissa. Is that what I told you when you was 4 or 5 years old? You want me to give me the number of my other daughter? She'll tell you. Mabel? She's shaking her head. Mom's not here, but Mom will tell you. There's 632 people in this room, guys. And I walked out the door. And I went up to the mountains and I walked into a church that had 15 people.